looking back, I see how one moment changed everything. So, on this beautiful day, I was faced with something that can be best described as a situation of no consequence. Only I didn't know how impactful that event was until I recounted it in a coaching session. Hello, my name is Data Akman. Welcome to our channel where we study, discuss, and add knowledge so that we may know more and be more. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. You will love it here, so stick around. So, I suddenly realized on this day that it was my dad's birthday. It wasn't impromptu, just how oh, dad's birthday is coming up, but I didn't think about it seriously. But the day I arrived, and of course I had to go and see him. And I couldn't go and see him empty-handed, so the least I could do was get a cake and quickly go spend some time with him. But the thing is, I didn't have the money to get the cake. Here I was, not able to get a cake to go and see him on his birthday. Of course, all I had to do was call my husband, who had woken up early and gone to work, to send me the money so that I could take care of this impromptu situation. Then I realized I actually have to call my husband to get this money to buy this cake. Out of the blues, from nowhere, a myriad of emotions swept through me. I mean, this was so unceremonious. I didn't even think about it. I just felt all sorts of things, which I'm not able to express right now. But all those emotions wound up as hot tears. Needless to say, that day, even though I cannot say what was going on in my mind, in my head, I can tell you what happened for sure. I had a wake-up call. So you see, the thing is, I had been working prior, but had to pause and take a break from work for a just cause, which my husband and I agreed on. And this was 6 years down the line. I hadn't earned any direct income, but I wasn't complaining because I'm used to being taken care of with my husband. I have a comfortable life. My needs are met. I am provided for and cared for. So I didn't really think about it as anything. But then I was standing right there on this day and needing to get a simple cake to take to my dad on his birthday, and realizing that for me to get that cake impromptu with the little money I needed to get it, I had to call the dear man who had woken up and gone to work so that he can give us the life that we're living. I was like, wow, Data, you dare not think of calling that man in the middle of a busy day to send you money to buy just a cake. Like I said, I didn't know the impact that had on me until years later when I recounted it. But here's what happened. One way or another, about 2 months or thereabouts later, without leaving home, with no capital required, I started a business from scratch and scaled that business to the point where we had grown the business so much. The revenue had, I don't know what word to qualify it, but it was way over 1,000%. And that was from that day of reckoning, if you may. So, I think stuff really do happen for a reason. There is always a way. 3 things dawned on me after this experience. The first thing is that the moment you get up and decide to do something about your situation, you'll be backed up. You'll be backed up because suddenly ideas will come your way. And with the ideas will come the steps to take to ensure that because you decide to do something, you get to do something. Secondly, you are the only one in your way. That's what I realized from that situation. Sometimes it seems as if we think somewhere in our head, I don't know, that someone might be in our way. Nobody's in your way. Because if you do choose to get out of your own way because you're the only one in your way, the way will just start opening. And as it opens, so will everything and everybody that is in the way give way. That sounded like a rhyme. But you know what I mean? There may not be anybody in the way, but if you think there's somebody in your way, you first get out of your way, and everything and everybody will give way as well. Then thirdly, you always have something to start with from where you are. There is more often than not, you can begin to do something about what you want from where you are. So even when the circumstances are not perfect, the conditions are less than perfect, you just have to find a way to start with what you have from where you are and take it from there. Because waiting will never bring a change. In fact, sharing this story now is making me laugh because I didn't even know how much I grew from the day I had this impactful wake-up call until I started this business and just kept going with all the ups and downs. The business grew. But that decision came from that place where I was snapped out of that, whatever it was. Here's what I want to say to you. If, like me, you're a woman who has a comfortable life, you are looking after your household primarily, and that's what you want to do, like me, be a wife, a mom, and just generally make your home your priority, but also desiring to do something more, because you probably have also faced a situation where you felt less than yourself. You felt little because you were not able to do the littlest thing in the moment you needed to do it. If I can start that business from the comfort of my house, you can start yours too. Yes. And if you're wondering how, this is how. Being here on this channel right now is how. This channel was created for the woman like you who is ready to start creating wealth from the comfort of her home while being in charge of the home and not compromising anything. So I encourage you, stick around. Return same time next time, because we're going to talk about these things more and more. And from here on, you will begin to get ideas and steps on how to create wealth from the comfort of your home. I look forward to seeing you next time. Share this with someone who might find it helpful. Adios.